Hmm. What is up, everybody? I was going to do one more, but you know what? There's so many great people rolling in here already. I don't have the heart to make y'all wait. I want to say hi, get to what we're getting to. Eliana, what is happening? Lurkers, thank you for joining me. Man, we had a good one the other night. Played Only Connect on Tuesday. I have gotten so much good feedback on that show. Honestly, I think it was one of our best ones ever. We probably played 30, 40 of those in the last 5 years. Thanks again to our friend Sid. What a great game. The trivia went well. People loved our Rockstar lineup. Sid's game was so good. What's up, Josh Forsyth? How are you? Great to see you. In touch with my buddy Bill Wyman today. I forgot to mention, by the way, the other day, I should do it right here at the top of the show. Bill has a new book out, and oh my God, is it good. Bill is a guy who knows how to push people's buttons, and he's also a really good, really like very capable, deeply knowing, hilarious writer. And here's a link to Bill's new book. Bill is well known and beloved, and in some corners, maybe not so beloved, for his list book. His list, I mean, to call them listicles, it does them a disservice. They're like magnum opuses. So for like national publications like Rolling Stone or Vulture, which is the New York Magazine culture site, Bill will write articles like the 137 Beatles songs ranked from best to worst, or every act in the act in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ranked from best to worst, or whatever. People go insane. These things are, of course, they're designed to push people's buttons, and people are outraged by his takes or his opinions, but also they're so well written. They're really funny. They're like encyclopedically knowledgeable. It's a great way to learn. He's such a good writer. Anyway, I forgot I wasn't going to go off at length about it, but I wanted to throw a link into the chat because Bill has now published, like, amassed and written new stuff too, and that's his new book on Amazon. We're going to do an entire show with Bill in a couple weeks. I'm heading out of town on Saturday, and to Toronto. When I come back, we will get back on the horse. Our friend Paolo has an Only Connect game. He's been patiently waiting. Our friend Todd McClary might hit one of his crosswords tonight. He's got a new game. It's kind of like a trivia puzzle combo, like hybrid, called Knowledge Base. It sounds really fun. I can't wait to play that. Let me catch up to the chat for a hot second. Eliana, you're like me. Multiple lines of text. I love that. Yeah, Tuesday was just great. Well, also Chet Sellers was here. That guy is a great crossword streamer, and he has fans, and the Chet Sellers crew came along, which I love to watch that guy stream. He's funny, and he's a really good speed solver, but also his chat box is fun, and to see all those people in here was a novelty for me. Yeah, it was just really good from top to bottom. The people here were awesome, like old friends, new recurring faces. That was our fourth one of the summer. And other than people who have both played and hosted, and other than me, it's been all new faces. I'm just rotating people through here in an isogram, as we say, in like wordplay circles. And I'm going to try to keep doing that for as long as I can. Anyway, yeah, Josh, you make a good point. So Bill's got some very glowing blurbs from like some top people in the music biz. But then, in fairness, he also quotes some of the commenters who want to string him up from a tree or whatever. And one of them was like, "Sir, I would like to rank your lists from exactly what you just said." Yeah, so like hoisting him on his own petard. Anyway, can't wait to get Bill in here and hear more about his book. And the guy's walking. It's like he has been there. It's not the Bill Wyman show, but he has been there and done that with, like, I mean, he's got crazy firsthand stories with all kinds of rock stars and their managers, and goes on and on. We will do Bill justice when we get him in here. What else? I guess that's all we have time for. Goodbye. No, tonight is little catching up, continuing to catch up a little bit on crosswords. It's these people keep writing these crosswords. I feel like Lucille Ball with like the candy, whatever, coming down the conveyor belt. When I go away for a week, I'm about to not stream for a week and gonna get behind. But you know, all we can do is the best we can do to keep up. I also thought I would give a nod to some of our puzzle friends, like for example, Will Nediger, who was here the other night. And oh my God, is that guy good? Is he good at Only Connect? Is he good at trivia? Oh my God, he blew a hole in the trivia game. He was absolutely incredible. When not excelling at those things, he also makes exceedingly good crosswords. And you can find them on his blog, blog.bewilderinglypuzzles.com. This is Will posts maybe a couple times a month. And bewilderingly is an anagram for by Will Nediger. So I took a look at his blog a second ago. I think 21X is on the big side. I'm going to try to keep moving and get to a bunch of stuff. So you know, of the moment, he's got an Odyssey crossword here from a couple weeks ago when the movie was coming out, which of course I'm curious about. And then also looks like, I guess, 15 or 16, not symmetrical. Anyway, 16 wide. And then he's got another one called My Voice Without the Lies, and inspired by a movie beloved by his kids. I'm not sure what that's in relation to. I kind of want to do the Odyssey one. I want to check a few boxes. Puzzles by some of the greats. Will is definitely one of those. Circle back to Todd McClary, who, as I said, is going to be here soon. Todd, also a veteran of our Only Connect game. Then we'll go on from there. So I'm going to Toronto, among other things, to watch, to catch a little pro tennis at the Canadian Open. I wrote a tennis themed MIDI once upon a time, 5x5. I have no fewer than 4 former world #1 tennis players in that 5x5 grid, and I defy you to solve it. Sid, blushing in the sky. My God, can't we all do this in person? Can't we all just go to some huge like round table at a Chinese restaurant and hang out in person? Well, maybe someday. Sid, you know, what can I say? We've been streaming now for, in classic Ben Bass style, 13 minutes in, we've done 1 crossword. I mean, sure, I don't mind doing the 21X. I'm sure it's great. Is it gonna, we could start with it. I mean, I'm not married to any of these things. Blushing, oh my God, Pavement was so good. They were just terrific. I'll get into it maybe when Bill's here, but yeah, the show was wonderful, just terrific. Thank you for asking. Thank you for remembering. Sid, how hard is this 21X? Is it gonna like take most of the stream for me to like plow through this beast? Or is it, I mean, if it's only of like moderate difficulty level, then, you know, I don't mind doing, you know, we usually don't do like Sunday size grids here, but I mean, you know, Sid, I trust you implicitly. I don't know that I want to do like some of it tonight and some of it another night, between a Friday and a Saturday. Well, I mean, what is a 21X if not 2 plus 15Xs? I don't know. Somebody here can do the math better than I can. Well, the less I talk, the faster we go. I mean, I am not dead set against it. So look at a few clues, see if I have a clue. I mean, with all these rock stars here to help me solve. I mean, the great Eliana making an appearance. Yeah, I agree. Let's tackle this thing. I mean, some of these that I want to get to are just kind of there, like Tim Croce, Bosswords, Stella. I love to do hard crosswords here, but you know, I don't mind tipping my cap to people like Will, who took time to play in my game the other night. And what a good guy. Okay, let's do it. Let's turn the clock on and let's turn the yellow light on. Solve with me, won't you? All right, here we go. I saw one of them that I felt like I knew the answer. Like, oh, I don't know this. Well, is this Stern? Is that Greta? This, I feel like this browser is a little sluggish, which isn't great. Although I could throw this thing into, and I will throw it into Xword if I'm getting like a resistance here. Isn't that what we're talking about? I so agree with this young woman. We have much to learn from her. And I think we already have. I mean, Stern, don't love that. This thing is not moving when I want it to move, and I'm really not excited about that. All right, all right, bear with me, sorry. I'm gonna stop the share. I'm gonna put this thing into Xword and we're gonna reset. We're gonna check ourselves. Yeah, before we wreck ourselves. Yeah, Will Nediger, I don't do enough of his puzzles on here. That guy's incredible. Extremely capable in all of the ways. Also, I have been flattered to be a repeat guest on his Crossroads stream. That was another thing I failed to do, to mention when not gushing about Chet Seller's stream, that Tyler Hinman and Will Nediger are also like incredible Crossword streamers. Give those guys equal time. There was just so much to say and so much happening. It's tough on those nights, especially, you know, having resolved to keep moving faster, which I'm extremely not doing right now. All right, let's get the timer on. Help me solve or sit back and fall asleep while I struggle to solve. Those are the ways to watch this stream. Maybe. Oh, the fluidity of this. All right. This is, of course, Nerf Herder. Who's scruffy looking, I ask you? Eliana, how you been? It's been a hot minute. Blushing in the Sky, Josh Forsyth, Sid. There's great people in here. Lurkers. Oh my God, look at all these lurkers. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. I declare weekend starts now. You're welcome. Tell your boss I said it. This guy has this name, not unlike. He was sued by, oh my goodness gracious. Nice, Eliana, nice. I'm guessing this is this. Sid, when you say this thing is incredible, you mean just its sheer quality? Look at this grid, by the way. Good grief. I mean, he's got a 21, I guess. Oh my God, a 21 triple stack. Jesus. That has got to be hard to do. Sid, you would know better than I. Is this hard to do? It's got to be hard to do. So there's maybe not a theme, but just an impressive grid. And of course, he's a great clue writer as well. This could be this. That and that. Kyrie eleison, the road that not just I, but indeed we all must try. Okay, this, well, if I shut up and keep moving, 21x maybe won't take. Crazy one. What is this? Okay, I'm beginning to wonder. I mean, this could be like sure, as if well, there was no quotation marks, but likely to be something like that. And yeah, I'm beginning to think exactly right. That chemical reaction, got it. Add roll, is that what you call it? And no, we've already done this. Add real. How about my camera goes off? How about this light goes off? Okay, now I can go fast. This looks like this. Add read. Ooh, I love that. Add read. Well done, Eliana. I think I'll put this on manual control for a while. That is to say, you, as long as we're talking about Star Wars, you're doing better than I am. Lefties, that would be me. That would be me and Terrence Ottman, the French lefty who beat Francis Tiafoe in Washington, D.C., the ATP 500. What's up with that? Tiafoe, man, that guy is continuing not to win the matches he's supposed to win, which is weird. What a likable dude, though. This, well, you know, when I just throw in an answer when there's no reason to particularly think it's right, that's what happens. It should take a hot minute to shut up. Faster. Not seeing it. Oh, there's a word for this, and I can't spit it out. What am I? Have it. What was the category? Ski bum, itching for powder, nice. Blushing, what would you know about skiing down in Texas? Do you water ski? And I mean, nom, or a nod, would that be? Not sure. Well, you knew enough to get the right answer, which is more than I knew. 67 period, comma, read aloud, point. Safe words. It's like a G. Is Gia about Gia. Cannot spit out her name. What was that woman's name? She was like the first or a first supermodel. Eagle pose perch. How interesting. No idea. Don't know. Either. All right. I want to figure out what this spanner is at 62. This would be Alfred Molina. His first movie was Raiders of the Lost Ark when he was Satipo in that opening scene with the boulder. He tells a cute story about that. I slowed down like 8 man and 6 letters, but I also want it to be like stone. Thinking of. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but it's not right, whatever it is. Australia. Is this? Like the great Kinks song of the same name? I wonder where Bill Wyman will rank the Kinks among the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame bands. I think this is at Fish. I'm not sure. I'm not taking any chances, maybe, probably. All right, this is nail art. If you could only see my nail art right now, it's incredible. It looks like boring nail. Such a tragedy. Guess this hooligan. Yeah. Look at us. We're making some progress. Spam. Don't turn on your spam filter because you will not be able to watch this show. Is this a show? Is it a stream? I honestly don't know. This something here is wrong. This is nail. What? Is it teepee? Is it not? It's oh, it's sad, maybe? Nail set? Whack a mole. Oh, I don't even know what that is. You might, but I don't, if you know it. Is this like this? It's some weird word that I've heard of and I certainly can't spit out. Presumably this, I guess then. Is it this? I feel like it would look familiar if I saw it. Southeast Asia. I'm going to Asia, y'all. I am going to Japan in September. I cannot wait. All right, so this is the Korean. Oh, is there some kind of crazy, like the Korean? Who can type here? Take over if you can. Korean, like peninsula. There's something going on here. Sid, don't tell me, but Drek, conceivably. Let's try this. Missy Elliott, presumably. Dog tag. So that means this must be this. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Why can't I spit this out? Don't tell me. Jesus. Adriatic. South of Venice. This conceivably, I'm not even sure if it's right, which is pretty sad. Wow, it continues to get more embarrassing that I can't get this one. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want it to be Galahad's, and well, it is not. I could probably name or at least recognize on sight a couple of Bukowski novels. This is not one of them. Lurkers in my stream browsing, are you? Feel free. Bento Box Queen, like that. Uh, Par. Oh, want this to be Rafifi, and yet blushing has this, and I'm going with blushing. Always a good bet. They're just browsing. Lurkers? Could that be right? This conceivably, and then this. Are they steamed hams or steamed clams, Seymour? I don't have it. Strawberry styles. Man, we had such a good chat box here the other night. And then now tonight, like like a like a what is it when you throw a rock and then the wave bounces back? Anyway, Strawberry, good to see you. How's life? How you been? I want this to be an ocarina, and yet it is not. Oh shoot, there's a name for yeah. There's a name for those cacti. I can't spit it out. Okay, is this Korean Peninsula and there's some kind of crazy bottom row thing going on here? Because I want this to be like a grand entrance. Sid? Wait, did I close this window? What did Will Nediger say about this puzzle? Give me a hot second. I want to look back at this. Blog.bewilderinglypuzzles.com. Okay, he just said, got another 21 by 21 themeless, well, mostly themeless for you this week. Okay, well, if it's mostly themeless, then maybe there's something. That's exactly it. I was like, all right, we got the word peninsula down here. So is this like, oh my gosh, I should have read the clue here by now, obviously. Instruction on a storage bin and an instruction you should heed while entering the intersecting down answers. Is it easier to read if I do that? I love that. Okay, so it's like normal words going across, except it isn't. What storage bin? Like what this end up? All right, we'll figure it out. Oh, I threw a bunch more cryptograms into the machine today. Not that we ever use this thing, but we now have 200 New York Times cryptograms, mostly published, a few rejected. Anyway, it's random. Oh my gosh, it really went for the high number. Sometimes it weirdly like does the same one or ones over and over, but that's unlikely. Usually I mean, that was just a fluke that it did the new ones. I think it's random, but anyway. All right, so what movement is this? Is this Antifa? Is it like pro Palestine? Is that what we're going for here? Palestinian something? Anna Gasteyer. Am I going to go see her do her Christmas show at Khan Auditorium in, want to say November, December, on the campus of Northwestern University, of which she and I are both alums? No one knows. If this all spells out some insane like sentence or even like novella, I will be super impressed. Palace, something EIGHT is a word. We're gonna have to movement palace. Oh, okay, clearly that's not the word Palestine, but anyway, you get it. Okay, this is Frog and Toad are friends? Is that what we're going for here? Apparently it is. I will take a point for that one. You gotta love Frog and Toad. This guy's the best. And Arnold Lobel. Gotta love him too. I was such a fan. Frog and Toad. Josh Forsyth, no spoilers, but I get it. You're probably doing better than I'm doing. All right, so this is what, feta cheese? F looks plausible. Chuffed would be a happy British soccer fan. A lake behind a dam would be a reservoir. Clothesline, crease, of course. US dollars. And I don't have the first clue what is going on, but I mean, A, Will is like a master, and B, Sid says it's good. It's also good enough for me. Run, I don't know, the cleaning staff is entering my office, which is, of course, fine. This is Control, Alt, do, what did I do? Run, thank you. Okay, do not, all right, so O is the first letter, or O is the next letter here. Do, end to end. Oh, do not, okay, so it's like do not spell out the whole thing is what we want to do in the bottom row, apparently. Pan, I should be able to spell this out, like Pan Arab or something. Oh my God, look at you blushing. Oh my God, all I did was turn my head away from that clue and it's legit. I'm not going to gripe about you getting the 21s. I love doing that, but it's only fair. I think I did take a look at that clue. So. All right, I'll live with it. Oops. End game. Oh, we're just going to go with the letter A. So if this is the Korean Peninsula, do not, what, pass go or collect $200. I know. Well, how about this? How about the fact that Frog and Toad are friends and Everlasting Gobstopper, which are both like extremely in the culture and in my youth, he managed to like find a way to make them both work and with like a crazy theme. I mean, Will Nediger, take it out. If you saw the stream on Tuesday, then you know that I was coasting along as his teammate while he just dunked. What a great player. Okay, anyway, this is Pan. Don't have it. Somebody, one of you probably does. This is Clement Attlee, is it not? We're gonna go with an L here. This is Hindsight. Do not Pan-African. It wasn't anything to do with palette. Pan-African, of course. Similar colors though on the flag. Don't tell me the Pan-Africa. Okay, don't tell me the bottom row, please. Two. The first letter of 88 across. OPEC does not stand for oil. Do not fill past something like with a gas tank. Is that what we're doing here? Probably. Or like a line on a glass. It's not great if it's outstanding debt. Do not fill past this line. Oh my God. How, Jesus. Look at this. He makes these all work. Incredible. This guy is just a next level, like polymath savant. I could not be more impressed with this guy. Will, don't watch this. You're going to blush, then I'm going to blush, and everyone's going to blush. All right, so this is a chef's hat. Driver, roll up the partition, I guess, Beyonce. HPs, some PCs are HPs, sure. DEA. Note that he knows everything about our country, even though Will is Canadian. I will be in his country soon, though. Saturday, first day in Toronto. Cannot wait. Very much looking forward to that. Gonna see some friends, gonna see a little Canadian Open Pro Tennis, go to see Second City Comedy, even as that theater melts down here in Chicago. let's not even. All right, so this is deplorable. Clearly, this is Oregon pipe. Is that the name of a cactus? I don't know if that's what I was thinking. Grand entrance, and then person who might work on commission is don't know, a sales rep or representative. A Dane. Will, you didn't go with Holger Rune or Clara Tausen among the Danish pro tennis players. You may think of Caroline Wozniacki first. I can understand that she was number one. Author of Zis Genji, conceivably. The Tale of Genji. Who wrote this? I don't know. What a great trivia question. Not sure. I don't even have a good guess. Apparently it's not zero. Clay Aiken. Be gay, do. Not sure. Fairy tale flesh eater, probably that. Contents of a chipmunk's cheek pouch. I mean, it could be like, I want it to be an acorn, it could be like a nut. That tea looks pretty good. Let's try that. Skirt steak, my favorite. Did not know what it was called in Spanish. This is interesting. No idea. Bacon fries, is that a thing? I mean, it seems to fit the clue. I don't love it. I don't know anything about SpongeBob except what I've learned from crosswords, and this is not one of those things. All right, this is clearly not right. Meat and potatoes. Shockingly, I still don't know the boss in SpongeBob. I would like to put that in. Further help, air guitars is this. And this is Be Gay, Do Crime. One movie. Now, of course, the question is, which is the Combs and the Magi collection. So the husband or the wife cut off her hair to get like to get the husband's Christmas gift, and like he gave her combs for her hair, and then somebody can fill in this blank. They each sacrificed something to give the other one the gift. So like she cut off her long, gorgeous hair, so he gave her the combs that she had no use for with the hair gone. And then in turn, I can't remember. Like she gave him a book, but he sold his like reading glasses or whatever. I can't remember the rest of it. Nicky Demas, As I Live and Breathe. Mr. Krabs is the boss. Interesting. Is this not this? So what? Nikki, how are you? Ottoman, sure. A watch, yeah, or like, yeah, that, like he sold his pocket watch. Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's it. Like, right, so she bought him like a gold chain for his pocket watch, but he sold the watch to get her. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bacon vodka. Oh my God, the potatoes and the vodka. I wanted it to be like bacon that, but like a gut reaction. This, girl, I wanted it to be viscous. This looks wrong. Memos, Mr. Krabs. If you spell it like that, fine. If you insist, I'll do it. Nikki, you have two pies in the oven. How interesting. is one bacon and the other vodka? This could be peach and cherry. Oh my God, Nikki, why are those pies not here? Love that. Do your kids know how lucky they are? What is going on here? I don't get where he's going there. A razor clam, interesting. Oh, definitely seems to fit the clue. Nice. All right, I accept that. Is this Azazel from X-Men? This is Denzel and his son. Just baffled by this. Oh, area man. That's like many onion lines. Area man, passionate defender of what he imagines Constitution to be. Well said, onion. Well said. Adamant, I could not think. Oh, Will didn't go for the Adam Ant clue. Pop music, Adam. Eagle pose perch. Oh, that's like a yoga thing. Got it. I was just not seeing that like at all. All right, we've just about landed this plane. This is an entry in a diary. This is one of this to be John Jacob Astor. Close actor. A memer? Sure. Recant. I couldn't think of that. Johnny Marr, yes. How soon is now, y'all? Now is when we are done with this puzzle. Will Nediger, great one. I'm so glad, Sid. I'm so glad you told me how good this puzzle was. Incredible. Look at this thing. Triple stack of 21s that are, well, actually, I suppose it was made easier by the fact that like he could end something like that. And yet he still came up with completely legitimate clues for these downs. Man, oh man, so good. Oh, and as if like that, as if we weren't flashing enough style, like a completely legitimate in the language 21 here too. Will Nediger, A+ for you. Really good. What's next? What you guys choose? Ladies choose. All right. Nediger, I want to make sure we get to Todd McClary. And I also wouldn't mind doing boss words because I want to let everyone know that thank you, Josh. Thanks for stopping in. Always good seeing you. Maybe next year, twice in Philly. We'll see. Bosswords.org is where you can buy, I assume, the puzzles from last Sunday's Bosswords tournament. I was unable to participate. I had a tennis tournament conflict. However, another big success was the annual Summer Bosswords event. Got some old Bosswords as I've played many times in Bosswords League that we could do that. But more immediately, y'all have your thinking caps on? Are y'all ready to tackle my, where is it? My mini crossword that I called number one mini, because I've got all these former number one tennis players in there. Should we do one more crossword and you fully get warmed up? Leave it up to you. I think either Todd McClary or my puzzle maybe will be next. Ooh, we seem to have a Bill Wyman in the chat. Bill, I don't know if you were here, but I was enthusing about your book and about how I can't wait to get you on here. I don't usually call people out in the chat, but Bill, you can watch the VOD later. I already threw in a link. I'll do it again. Bill's book. Bill's book. I have read with such enjoyment Bill's like authoritative lists of like pop culture stuff, mostly music. Do yourself a favor, get Bill's book. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe they're in the form of a book. I mean, it's so convenient not to like, and I have like gone back and reread them online. Anyway, Bill, sorry. You're not here in a public fashion. I just saw your name in the chat or whatever. Bill, we were just talking about you. Okay, with that said, you know what? I want to do a Todd McClary because I am very much looking forward to Todd's next appearance. All right. Todd is bringing a new game that we've never played before. We are going to do that thing when I come back from Canada. Chat, you may choose. Do you want to do Todd's puzzle number 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, or 10? Oh, did we ever get an answer to that? Somebody want to Google that? Like, what was the movie that won an Oscar as Best Picture with no other nominations? That's a great trivia question. I certainly don't know the answer. I'm gonna pick a number if no one else does. 5, 8, 10, 2, 4, 3. Those are the Todd McClary unthemelies that I've got here. Any of them is fine. They're all hard themelesses. Right, if you're not gonna choose, then I will. Let's go with number. I have something thematic too. Argo, could be right. Argo that's a legit guess. I tell you what, that was a newspaper cryptogram. There are 3 movies. There are the shortest, start over. The best picture winners with the shortest titles, it's a tie. It's the movie, I don't want to get this wrong. I think it's Coda, Argo, and Gigi. And there's a 4th one. Yeah, the movie Roma is what I think of because Coda and Roma are so similar. Those are the 3. Yep. Now Wings was first, of course. I know you know that. Interesting. Grand Hotel. Wow. Well, one at the 5th, Eliana. Gigi was Grand Hotel. Oh, you're saying Grand Hotel is the answer to the trivia. Okay, got it. Interesting. Another former cryptogram. I don't know if you know what? I think that's one of the ones if you hit the random cryptogram thing here in this chat, it's one of the ones that will pop up. But considering there are 200 of them, I'll just grab it from all of the newspaper stuff. There it is. Okay, on June 25th of what year? Oh, it was right when I started writing the. Wow, okay, on June 25th of 2020, right when I started writing my newspaper puzzle. This was the answer. How do you like that? Isn't that crazy? What the Olympics were like back in the day. Okay, no one's throwing out a number. I will do Todd McClary's puzzle number 10. Because of course it's going to be another 10 out of 10 because Todd is so good. All right, share the screen and off we go. Perfect. Yes, Todd's puzzles are perfect. Just like Will Nediger. I mean, like, there's never a false move. These guys are so capable. All right, so this looks like a 15x going back to Strawberry. You like Olympics trivia? I assure you, there's plenty more where that came from. How do you like this? At the first St. Louis Olympics in 1904, ignoring the French accent, there were marathon runners named Champion and Fast. How do you like that? Pretty good. Yeah, I've had a few like Olympics trivia items. All right, Twisted Puzzles. Don't know. Yellow Light is still on. I have no idea, Strawberry. It's kind of involved, I guess. You know what's weird? The Olympics, like they're weirdly like inconsistent. Like, for example, baseball was in the Olympics, then it wasn't. And I think maybe it's now out and coming back. Tennis was in the Olympics, was out. Then in like 1980, I don't know, 8 or something, it came back. I know Steffi Graf won all 4 slams in the Olympic gold medal. Her so-called golden slam was, I believe that was 88. But it's like these sports, they go away, they come back. As long as I can do my breakdance, as long as they keep breakdancing, then hope springs eternal that I can someday be in. All right, Sunshine Cab Company. Why is this ring a bell? Is this she drive a cab on that show in 11 letters? Yeah. I feel as though I should know that. It sounds familiar. Either. Now note that this puzzle is copyright 2011. Todd used to, if you Google like Todd McClary unthemely, maybe he had other ones that were themed. Life as a Puzzle is Todd's old blog. So the puzzles are available there. But I guess he just kind of got bored, like casually tossing off these incredibly good 15x themelesses. If I could write themuses like these, I would be cramming them down the throat of the New York Times submission process. But no, Todd's like, no, doesn't care. First commandment, thou shalt have no other God before me. Is that what that is? Who's the target? Everyone? Oh, yeah. This this. Pretty pretty strong one across. Bunch of weird letters. Would be right. I guess I don't love it. Is this like no Baal worshiping? I shall have no other gods before me. Is this that? Welcome, by the way, lurkers, chatters, welcome you all. Man, we got so many great people in here tonight. Hard to, without this incredible cast of characters and Sid's really good game, hard for me to like try to keep up with how good it was here. The other night, but what can I say? Oh, there's cryptograms about this. Like it took Erno Rubik a month to solve the Rubik's Cube when he first created it. Or at one point in 1981, like the best-selling book in the country was like how to solve the Rubik's Cube, etc. Anyway, on we go. I want this to be United Arab Emirates, and yet it's not old enough. Don't have it. Oh my God. Brett Reed, was that the guy? You don't hear enough about the Green Hornet these days. I think this might be right. Well, back in the Obama years, back in the democracy years, Arnie Duncan, Obama's University of Chicago, or at least South Side pal was, and basketball buddy was, education secretary. I used to see those guys at Chicago's East Bank Club when I would go there to play tennis, and they were going there to play basketball. Cool story, bro. But it's true. Is it Sharknado? Someone's going to say this before me, and that makes me sad. Briscoe, what is happening, Briscoe? I mean, I don't, a Brit read, yes, I didn't love that Brett, it didn't feel right. Briscoe, if I don't recall if you were there. Briscoe, exactly. Briscoe, if you weren't here on Tuesday, as many people weren't, check out the VOD. Sid wrote a really good Only Connect set. Then we played some Buzzer trivia. It was a good one. Reps, like your agent or rep would give a quote on your behalf. I think this might actually be right. This. Oh, you watched it. Oh, thank you very much, Briscoe. Oh, this, all right. So this was Baal worship related. I insist. I just was not coming up with a good guess for that. Elaine Bennis. Was this the United Arab Republic? Conceivably, vaguely, at best familiar. I'm not sure. I think maybe. Not sure. I don't know anything about her or the Sunshine Cab Company. Starts, sets on at. One digit, ancient Rome, one digit. Actually, that was that a cryptogram? It's an old joke. How does an ancient Roman walks into a bar and holds up two fingers and says 5 beers? Sets in, maybe? What on that? Ty Warner. What are those Beanie Babies? Ty. Don't have it. Ty Girls, maybe? Nor that. Frisco, how are you? How was your summer? Are you enjoying the interregnum between your academic years? I don't know any of this. Feel free to say some answers, y'all. Whoever's got one. Oscar, we were just talking about the Oscars. This could be a racer, as in like an oval rink. Not loving that. 29 9-inch nails. Well done. Okay, didn't go for the more obvious diarist approach. 9-inch nails, a little bit bigger when Ted wrote this puzzle. Oh my God. Was 2011 15 years ago? I refuse for that to be true. It's probably right. Unresponsive. It's not inert. It is not inactive. I see one of those onion volcanoes when we take my little nephew out to the Benihana-esque restaurant that he likes. I mean, a taser, a laser. I am baffled by this. Anybody? In a coma. What is this? Something peculiar is happening. Uh, sure. Oh, razor burn, strawberry. Give yourself a point. Well done. I thought I was okay with programming data. TV. I don't think reviews is going to get the job done. Frisco meets strawberry. Strawberry meet Frisco. Your paths were bound to meet. Well, you've surely been here at the same time. Heroes die but once. Who said this? Was it Renoir? 24 down is in a coma. Yeah, I think I might have said that. In a coffee. Jamba Juice? Don't have it. I want it to be a benign growth, but I'm old. Hang and photos, the aliens who seem to pop up with every new Simpsons Halloween episode. Letter D is not helping with anything that I'm thinking of. We're a name for the yellow Oreos. Vanilla is not 6 letters. Frisco says 59 reminds you of the entry you put into a recent crossword club puzzle that you really liked. Being I say do it, 59 across. It's worth trying something do. Golden Oreos, yes, yes. Give me credit for thinking of like Oreos though, because I was thinking like crudités, hors d'oeuvres, I guess ratings are data of a sort. Yeah, that's legit. It's worth trying. No harm in blah, blah. What is this? Like that, maybe? Who wrote this puzzle? It's really good. Oh, it's Todd McClary. Not seeing this one. It's like Jamocha almond fudge. Isn't that like mocha, like coffee, chocolate, something at Arby's restaurant? Am I imagining all that? I'm not sure. Don't have it. Hats. Nice. Strawberry. You just get better and better. Better and better. Strawberry, where have you been hiding? Have you been hanging out in the strawberry patch? All right, is this Sophia Coppola? Not in 10 letters. It is not. Frank Capra, did he come back from the dead to direct this movie? Or maybe he was alive back then. Don't tell me. Could be the Coppola that wrote the song. Anyway, this T.C. Boyle, T. Corbison Boyle, Ray Liotta, Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia, the poor man's Al Pacino. I know, I was thinking TCBY Frisco as well. Coming together, pulling. Have it. Well, I want it to be this, but it's probably this. Be either, I guess. What's this? Don't have it. What do all these answers have in common? I don't know any of them. Daniel Day Camp. This is this, and that. This looks like that, and this coalescence. Adjective, hit, now, I like that. Roger, oh, nice one. Todd, well done. Excellent clue, good job. RCA, all right. Is this Britt Reed in a shockingly amateurish double appearance? Let's read the clue and find out. I am far too young to know the answer, having been born in 2006. No clue. Man, I want to spit this out. I feel like I should, and I cannot. What are these? What are these? Tens? Bust. Don't know. Public representative. Is it the Public Theater? Is it Joseph Papp? Noted impresario of such shows as Hair and Hamilton. No. I would be shocked if that were the right answer. Don't tell me there's a word for this. And the word is this. Is that 10 letters? Sure. Court motion lobs. Love it. Could be right though. Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. I think we might be onto something. Burn. 3 letters, no clue. Who is this? Don't have it. Lobs, isn't that where I put it? Oh, court motions. Yeah, exactly. The plural. Strawberry says burn dis. Yeah, definitely could be good. Although oh yeah, we can take this out. Bust. I want this to be the golden calf after we were talking about Baal worship. Don't have it. Is this financial liquidity is 9 letters, and anyway, this is right. All right, on we go. Don't know. Probably. Let's do like a bust of a person, like of their head. Don't know. This. Don't love it. Well, I mean, if you're a Mason, that is like a cousin to how many engrams you've eaten on your E meter. If you're Tom Cruise, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. If only we remember this guy, but we don't. That would help. But I think we should have enough letters to finish this. What is this? Bust. Don't even know if it's a noun or a verb. All right, the question mark's making me try to think of other meanings of the word public. To be like, well, a representative could be your agent, but singular, that is not going anywhere. I want this to be like actor. I think any of that is gonna work. This, and you toss the tennis ball, conceivably. Yeah, it is. Assume that's right. Throw off definitely should be gettable. The problem is I want it to be cast. Is this right? Yeah, I was thinking open agenda. I don't love, I honestly, I'm not crazy about a P in this spot. So it could be right. Todd McClary, don't you know there are people watching? How dare you? Embarrass me in front of, what are we up to? 800,000 lurkers. Be right. Open agency, very interesting. That could be right. Acid component, LSD. That would be the acid. I am open to the idea of this being right, but I don't. Open ageism, that's going around. Bust. Is there a fancy word for like a bust of a Roman figure you would find in a museum? Talk crap about, like you bust them. Burn. Well, I don't feel so bad about struggling here, considering that I've got like a large handful of really good crossword solvers in the chat box tonight. And thank you for joining me, experts, one and all. Appreciate you. Lurkers, you as well. Thank you for being here. Don't miss the VOD of our friend Sid's Only Connect game from the other night. It was really good. I have been told, but I also happen to believe it anyway. He just could be right over. This. Avett Brothers here. Frisco, let's talk cereal right now, you and me. Oh my God, average Joe. That is teamwork, y'all. Nice. The pepper. LeBron Swanson. Look, we've got, it's just royalty upon royalty in here. Nice one. Pass. Oh, it doesn't have to be a tennis court. It could be a basketball court, of course. So don't tell me this one. Gotta be this, doesn't it? What's going on? What is this? Palace. Sea keeping? Oh, I was thinking it was financially afloat. Sea keeping, sure, I guess. Palace raid? Avet? Maybe this guy went on and found that band. Burn. I don't think Arc is gonna get the job done, is it? For Burn? Yeah. Palace raid. Ion is absolutely good for the acid thing. Oh, police raid. Yes, yes. Sonic status degrees. Oh my God. Buzz. Police raid. Ovet is this runner, and then Burn Irk. You just knew it was going to turn green at the lower right, y'all. The puzzle is filled correctly thanks to you. Oh my God. If I were just like streaming this thing randomly at 7 in the morning with no one here, I would have like it would have been pretty sad. I would have just been bouncing around for 10 minutes. Yeah, good one, Todd. Todd, how dare you almost embarrass me in front of what are we up to? 1,000,006 in the chat box? No, great puzzle, Todd. Excellent. Stay tuned, and by all means, follow me on Twitch if you haven't, because in a couple of weeks, Todd McClary, who wrote this puzzle, is going to come back and host a game on here, some kind of like trivia, like wordplay hybrid. I forget, like a connections, but it's like trivia questions. I'm not sure. He explained it to me. It sounded amazing. I cannot wait to play it. But we decided to wait until because we had Sid's Only Connect queued up. You know, it's this pesky job. This pesky job is keeping me from doing all the game nights and streams that I want to do. Anyway, so probably like third-ish, maybe week of August, Todd will come and present that game. Anyway, Todd is the like much like Will Nediger, Todd is like the polymathic genius who wrote that puzzle. You say about Todd, his stuff is just so good. And he's such a good guy. I mean, all right, I'm going to mark this puzzle number 10 as having been done. All right, let me consult my list. Hello. Yes, I have shed a layer because they turned off the air conditioning in my office at night and I was getting warm. Man, I can tell a tale. All right. We did Todd. Talked about knowledge base. We did well, Nediger. I try to keep up with Brendan Quigley, although he doesn't seem to be writing as many hard ones lately. Cameron Collins did a New Yorker. And then there was like a gap. We did Paulo Pasco's Monday New Yorker. Prisco, I know. You know, maybe I should. I guess I have the right to be like a Twitch affiliate. And I don't know, I don't even know how that works. You sell ads. Maybe Twitch could be my new career. Okay, anyway, boss words. We talked about those guys. We could do an old boss words themeless. There's, of course, the dependable Stella and Croce. Actually, speaking of tossing a tennis ball, look like a red blob screen. How would you kids like to take a shot at my crossword? We never do my material. Now, admittedly, I don't write a lot of crosswords. However, this one, Ben Rothenberg sent this out, actually. Our friend Ben Rothenberg, the tennis writer, who played Only Connect here recently and who also is like somewhere in the queue. Ben has written or can write like a tennis trivia like game. I don't know, puzzle, not a puzzle at all, but like a tennis trivia set. And I have friends who are like hardcore tennis trivia knowers. And I cannot wait for that to happen. But for the time being, we're just waiting eagerly for Ben to do that. But my point is, Ben once did a year-end, like his final, he writes, if you go to benrothenberg.com, you can learn more about Ben's journalism. He used to be the tennis writer or a tennis writer for the New York Times for years. He's still breaking scoops like as recently as this week. Anyway, if you're into tennis or tennis journalism, if you go to benrothenberg.com, his Substack is called Bounces. I am a paying subscriber and happily so. He's great. Keep up with the sport very well through journalism. But my point being that Ben, for his final like Substack of the year, he wrote a really fun trivia quiz with all these like tennis player's name starting with Z because it was like the last one of the year. And then he emailed this out to like his people, to his readership. So I'm just gonna like paste these in here, move these letters around. I am not going to solve because I wrote this. Does anybody have any guesses? I will put the letters in wherever you want. And by the way, they're not all A's. I will not only move them around, I will change the letters to whatever you think. Although I guess 2 down is Adele. Sorry, I misread that. What was the clue? Rolling in the Deep Singer. Note, by the way, that there are 4, no fewer than 4 former world #1 tennis players as answers in this. They all have 5-letter names. How the hell that came to be, I don't know. I was messing around with their names, like with a pencil, and somehow I was like, oh my God, these names can cross each other and all fit into a 5X MIDI. Let's make this puzzle. This is like the only thing approaching an accomplishment that I've ever done in crosswords. All right, 4 down BLTs. Wow, I'm not keeping up with your solving, everyone. 4 down is BLTs, which is classic diner sandwiches. Sounds very plausible. Oh, thank you, Blushing. Blushing, how are you, by the way? Equal time. How is the Texan life? All these years, this puzzle's been sitting around. It's been at least a couple of years. Never done this on this stream. But what better crowd to do it with than like all the smarty pantses that we got in here tonight? I note that unlike me, none of you seems to be gravitating toward tennis people. You're just going to let those answer themselves. I mean, can we not agree that back when Yugoslavia was a country, gigantic star was born them? LeBron and Frisco and Blushing, all of you. Wow. Making good use of the letter A. That was not intentional. I just copying and pasting. #1, born in Manacor, Spain. I think that's exactly right. His little town on Mallorca. Oh, LeBron crushing it. Where are we? Everett, born in Florida, I believe. So she was like that. I wonder why this is going so much faster than Todd's puzzle. Is it that easy? Do I need to step it up? Do I need to take, Jean-Julien Roger and cross Zishan Ali or Jean-Philippe Fleurion? Because you all appear to be very familiar with these tennis players. 5-letter tennis stars, exactly. Well, there's some huge ones we haven't gotten to, but absolutely. All right, y'all got Chris Evert. We'll put this here. Notice how I called it #1 mini. Fits the theme. Yeah, I never said I was creative. All right, so what else? You said Nadal, Evert. Where else are we? Evert, Celis. You've got, oh my God, you're almost done. You're solving it a lot faster than I wrote it, I'll tell you that. Briscoe, exactly. I was so happy when Mare's Nest, like when those words are both in the grid, because like that's a thing. I had just like heard that expression for the first time. And I was like, that is extremely going into my like tennis grid or whatever the cluing. And they could have been clued separately, but you get it. Show me Mare's Nest, Frisco. You know how we do. You know how we do like TV game shows from before you were born. And so this is S here. Mares. So 3 down, 5 down, sure. It's like a little amuse-bouche between the hard puzzles. Almost done. Nobody's going for the Rocket of Rockhampton. Redheaded superstar. He won the Grand Slam in both 1962 as an amateur, and then he went pro and couldn't play him for years. God, how many majors would that guy have? And then after going pro, he won it again in 69. The Open era started in 68. Yes, of course, the great Rod Laver. I have not met Rod Laver, but I played in a tennis fantasy camp in Texas once with a bunch of his Australian buds. Très bien. Très bien, all of you. Well done. Well solved. You believe that? 4, not just tennis stars, but like they were all number 1. Pretty neat. I was like, all right, that is, you know, I got to get my man Joel Foley on to put this thing in the New York Times. The problem is it's so niche, like it's so not for everyone. Oh my God. A wild Chet Sellers has entered the chat. What do they say on Discord? Like, good to see you, like Panda Bear 866, or welcome Christina Z7. We hope you brought, cake or whatever. Anyway, yes, I was very lucky that the thing fit together. It was like beginner's luck. I mean, I've made a few minis just for kicks, like whatever. I mean, I guess I could talk to people at the NYT, maybe try to do a mini. As you've seen, they're pretty much just the crossword editors, maybe a few like outside people who write them. But I don't deserve or profess to deserve a spot like in the rotation or like I mean, those are like the people who are doing the work in the crosswords are doing this. They do have outside people doing midis. Now that the fact that I didn't know that there was a midi for like at least a week or two before the midi started, probably tells you why I'm maybe not like on the short list of people who are about to get the old midi in. But I think there are people who have maybe signed like contracts for midi writing. Anyway, thank you for solving my puzzle. And why did we do that? Because I am going to Toronto on Saturday and hoping to see some Canadian Open pro tennis, the WTA 1000. Unfortunately, there's a lot of rain in their forecast Sunday. I was kind of planning to go on Sunday. Oh my God, blushing. It's funny you say that. I just banged out like a bunch of 2005 puzzles. Bill Wyman, the great Bill Wyman, was just asking me, and other people have asked me in the last, over the last months, do I share their sense that like the Friday and Saturdays are easier now? I definitely do. So I went back to 2005 and like I was slowed to like 4 minutes-ish on a couple of Mondays, which it isn't slow, but it's slower than I want to go on a Monday. And then I did a couple weekend ones, and they were like, back then they were being written by people who aren't doing them anymore, particularly like Eric Berlin, and saw like familiar names, saw Patrick Berry with a middle initial. But then bang, I did like a super fast Saturday. So like they weren't all, but because it depends. But yeah, on average, I definitely think the older ones are harder. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. Got a little tennis puzzle in there. Stella Croce, Brendan Quigley, and some other enthusiastic beginner named Cameron Austin Collins. This guy had the Monday New Yorker, I want to say like a week ago or something. Do any of those next. Chet Sellers didn't give you a proper hello. How are you, Chet? You've got Adidas Labors, not to be confused with Stan Smith's. Make sure I haven't missed too much of the chat. Gonna go watch Dan solve Frisco. You wrote a They Might Be Giants themed cryptic. I mean, I'm no cryptic expert like Dan Schwartz, but I would love to solve that here sometime. After my Toronto trip, Frisco, shoot me a copy of that thing and love to solve it. Jamaica Jeffries in the chat. Anna Harkins, where did I just see her name? Oh, she was one of the people who like test solved Will Nediger's 21X. I don't know Anna Harkins. Actually, there's a new Anna who's like an assistant in the New York Times puzzle department. She is helping Sam Izersky edit, well, my stuff, but I don't know. I'm sure she's doing crosswords. All right, Briscoe, I'll call your bluff. Right click and open this thing. Jamaica, where have you been and how are you? Answer or don't, as you prefer. It's great to see you in here, though. How is life? Jamaica, I urge everyone to watch Jamaica Jeffrey stream. The guy is hilarious. Okay, anyway, it's Anna, it's still 7 letters, like Anna Kaufman, I forget her name. Okay, Frisco, another night. We will attack your puzzle. I'm intrigued. I mean, we might need to get Ben Zimmer in here if he hasn't seen it yet, because Ben Zimmer, like, who of course knows everything about pop music, he would know way more than I would about the They Might Be Giant stuff. All right, if anyone has a preference, shout it out. Cameron Collins, Brendan Quigley, Bosworth. Let's say those three because they just had their tournament. Keeping current. Stella and Croce are like older stuff. That's not like a keeping current thing. Yeah, Jamaica, I haven't seen you on Twitch. I hope you're doing all right. Life is treating me super well. As you may have heard me say, I'm going to Toronto, Canada for the first time on Saturday for a few days. That'll be fun. Second City Comedy Theater pub quiz with some of my buds who live there will be great. And hopefully at least a day or two of Canadian Open Pro Tennis. What else? I spent 5 days in Bloomington, Indiana at the National Puzzlers League convention a couple weeks ago. That was super great. A lot of comedy, live music, theater going on here. Tomorrow night, I'm seeing Stuart Copeland, the drummer from The Police. The guy's not even playing music. He's that interesting and funny. The guy's got a ton of charisma. He's doing a tour where he just talks about the career, takes questions, trashes Sting, presumably, one of his favorite hobbies. No, he has a grudging respect for Sting. Anyway, looking forward to seeing that. And from there, I'm going to bounce out of town for the weekend. I guess that's it. We're all caught up. Okay, I want to keep up with, you know what? Let's go to Cameron Austin Collins, another master of the form. Firefox, like right. No, this is New York Times. That's Monday, but not the right Monday. We got to go. Is it in Chrome? If I don't know, then how are you supposed to know? It is in Chrome. All right, let's share this screen. Cameron, don't do what Todd did. Just embarrass me in front of all these guests. Cameron Austin Collins is one of the best writers of hard crosswords. I believe he wrote the finals of the National Crossword Tournament a couple years ago. That thing was way hard. But of course, the crushers who make the finals, did well, but you get it. All right, yellow light is on. Hey, let's get some more, let's see. More new cryptograms pop up. Wow, it's only showing the brand new ones. Interesting. There we go. There's the older one. There's mid. All right. It's enough of that. Wow, it's weird. All right, it's okay. No one cares. Not even me. All right, so let's put the yellow light on and solve with me, won't you? I mean, I am so spoiled tonight. We've so many good people rolling through here. But for now, it is Cameron Austin Collins o'clock. Don't be depressed if this is hard, because that's what this guy does, writes hard. AI bot, maybe this guy writes hard puzzles. What he does. That. I mean, I want this to be this. I don't know that that fits the clue. I mean, it could be this on KP. Yeah, that works. I don't love the question mark there, but it could be right. Don't have it. Aretha now. Amos. Guess maybe this. You children don't remember Melrose Place. Trust me, it was a big deal in its time. Okay, so this is Charlie Parker and Bird, presumably. It ain't no Satchmo. It ain't no Miles Davis. Love Supreme. Bird. Well, that's the easy part. Entertain me is 11 letters, right? Is that what this is? What's this? Landing area? So be landing strip, and it obviously is not. Landing gear, y'all. This. Oh, females, okay. So it's half a loaf, something off, neither of those is right. Not seeing that, someone's gonna say it before me, which makes me sad, but. What on earth is going on here? Mos Def or GTFO, y'all. This is wrong. Not seeing it, but I don't think that could be right. J. Edgar Hoover. Oh, it's not intelligence related. It's standard def, like a standard definition TV. Got it. A gossip is a yenta. Sure. Be dims. All right, let's solve 15 and 17 without looking at the clues. Hotlanta, cosecant. I don't think either of those could be anything other than those. That. Was there a hot Santa at your mall? ACA, sure. Mel, is it the card game of bridge? No, it just is that. I just couldn't think of it. All right, well, that looks like an O. Binged in a way. Tropical storms have names. Could be that. Probably is. S in here somewhere. Maybe like that. This I have no clue, and I probably should because I have spent time in France. That almost sounds like that old Steve Martin bit, but that's not how I meant it. It me, y'all. JM, Jesus, it is an absolute murderer's row. What did y'all get a memo? Is this like a this is your life on Twitch? It's just like ridiculous. I mean, what's up, JM? I mean, we've literally had like a dozen, like a procession of like a dozen of my favorite Twitch names just marching through here. What's this? Oh, a babka Danish, that would be redundant, would it not? Someone's going to say this before me, and again, that makes me sad. Just don't have it. I know the name. Oh my God. But she gets a lot of work. B. Arthur, Nib, Nab, sure. All right, we're gonna have to get some help here. Crown Heights is on Long Island. It is not in Brooklyn. I don't know this. I don't think Haiku is gonna get the job done. I love this. I have no clue what the answer is. This probably. Peru, I don't know why I wanted to guess that, but I did. It seems to have worked out so far. Green paint. Karaoke. Oh, look who just rolled in. It's Luli Gaming. Luli Gaming, a very entertaining Twitch streamer. What is up, Luli Gaming? Thank you for stopping by. You are amid royalty. We've got so many like crossword, like funny streamers, crossword, like experts rolling in here. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I just took my parents out to dinner as an adios for the next week. And I'm heading to Toronto Saturday morning. Looking forward to that. This is AC. I have no clue. Luli Gaming, a very entertaining streamer. Luli Gaming, I know you do crosswords, but do you also do like video games on there, I guess? Is this an Epode conceivably? Creepy Pasta, is that what that is? Sure. Mudded, that makes sense. Dykes Heights, what is this? 2B, so Diker Heights, is that a play? I've never heard of that. That is the word for that, fair enough. I feel like this is like the X-Men, or no, excuse me, the Avengers movie where like all of y'all have had your own movies, like on your own streams or in chat boxes, and yet somehow tonight, even more than like the Connections game, all of these rock stars are like, I don't know if we have the budget to like make this movie. I mean, we've got ScarJo over there, we've got Robert Downey over there. You get it. Okay, this is Gianmarco Soresi. No, it is Sorest. Tonal language is real. This may be right. This and the Yakuza. Is that not the Japanese mob? I'll tell you what, when I go to Japan, I am joining. I am so joining, y'all. I might be missing a pinky when I come back. It'll be so worth it. Is that how you join, or is that how they punish people? I don't know. I'm going to do both. First, I'm going to fight them, and then I'm going to join. All right, this is this. Raga's Indian song. Sachet. Does that make me Captain America? Sure, I can down with that. To be one of the Chris's. Strut Sachet. I thought it was sassy with 4 S's. You know me. You all know. You all know my lifestyle. Let's do this talk show, conceivably. Talk shop. All right, was close. This, is this like a Salmagundi, a Salmi? I have no clue. Talk shop, not puke, but pike. Special hostilities, animus, mean mug, sure. Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert. Is that how we're even pronouncing that guy? It is now. And then finally, it's gonna turn green if we're right. Cross your fingers, y'all. We did it. Tell the world we did it. Nice one. Who wrote this? Oh, yes, of course. The great Cameron Austin Collins. He's really good. Luli Gaming, you are like some kind of a Twitch rock star. You have like over 1,000 followers. What is that like? I can only imagine. I mean, that is you've got yourself like a whole thing going. I mean, I don't stream often enough to like have like true momentum here. I just kind of randomly pop up like 1, 2, 3 days a week, but all props to you and anyone who's got like a huge following like that. Crosswords, trivia, only connect, and other like brainy trivia, like game stuff is kind of like what we do here. I'm sure, I mean, I'm not like good enough at video games, but like it's a whole different vibe. I like those video game streams where people like hang. I seem to be babbling. Yeah, it's a counting stat. The thing is, like, I have 500 followers or whatever it is, but like I started streaming during COVID, so it's not exactly I'm not exactly setting the world on fire. But you know what? It's the right 500 people. Like, I love the people who come in here. I watch the streams of people who come in here. A lot of us are friends in puzzle, trivia, connections, game like community. So like I don't need like a trillion people. As long as there's like, I mean, like tonight is perfect. There's like a critical mass of people. Luli Gaming, by the way, first time chatter and first time visitor at Luli Gaming. You want to choose our next puzzle? We can do one by Stella Daly Zawistowski, a power weightlifter and crossword speed solver and great crossword writer and fashion expert. She truly does it all. You stream once a month. Oh my God. Then I just randomly, I don't know how I bounced in there. I went to the just chatting category. Sometimes I like to see what's out there in the world beyond the little crossword like cul-de-sac. Or Tim Croce, another great puzzle maker. We could do his. Or Boss Words out of Boston. Those are like the hard, or Brendan Quigley. I do want to keep up with Brent. Brendan's, the first one sounds cool. I agree. Stella. I'll even let you pick the number. Luli Gaming. Do you want puzzle number 158, 162, 164, or 165? Hello, Shrinker. It's unreal. People keep rolling through here. I continue to wonder. I honestly don't know. I continue to wonder whether crossword maker Tim Croce is the son of 70s folk rock superstar Jim Croce. I mean, he could be. I mean, how many Croces have you ever met? And like they're both talented. I don't know. It's possible. All right. Anyway, 165, Luli Gaming. Your wish is my command. All right. So this guy, Tim Croce, is, for those of us who like really hard crosswords, this guy is an absolute treasure in the sense that he just keeps writing these crazy hard crosswords endlessly. Like I throw these things on my phone 10 or 15 at a time and I can't keep up. Anyway, we will throw the yellow light on, meaning solve with me. As long as you're like in the same neighborhood as me in the puzzle. All right, let's turn the clock on. Stella, for God's sake, go easy on me. Don't embarrass me in front of all these great people. All right. Well, I mean, somewhere in Spain. I don't think España is going to get the job done for sure. No clue. Luli, name of a puzzle. Interesting. Well, describe it further because you've got wall-to-wall crossword or puzzle experts in here. I'm sure people will. Isn't this right? They make crayons, colored pencils, something. Pyrrhic victory is 7 letters. Blank of victory. I'm not seeing it. What on earth? What sport, first of all? I mean, it's not like the baseball wild card era. I have no idea what is going on here. This could be this, maybe. Honda Civic. I thought the Accord was the monster, but that was a puzzle I wrote for the newspaper. The Toyota Camry, which is the #1 seller, not just of theirs, but I think of any car. It's like Kamru or something, means like crown in Japanese, and with like, because they got the crown for selling the most. That was the premise, I guess. As between these two, I think this is more likely to be right. What is going on here? Good grief. Demophilic, no clue. And what is going on here? No clue. If this is an S, which it looks like it might be, then what is this? I want it to be a Stetson, but that would be a hat of the past. Spousal, like a wedding bond. I leave that there for a second. I have no clue. All right, there's an adjective here and I can't spit it out, but we harness our, what are we here? The Avengers, brain power. We're gonna crush this puzzle. I have great confidence. I don't think this is going to get the job done. Is it the flight from the Garden of Eden? That's not so much. Oh, Minute Cryptic. Yes, yes, yes. That guy's great. And he is really like teaching the mass. This could be wrong, by the way. The guy is really teaching the masses how to do cryptics, which is great. I mean, it's like a golden age of crossword and cryptics too. Subs for subs. How interesting. Canoes, tacos. We don't know. This seems like an S. This could be a verb. Oh, it could be a noun. Yeah, Luli, you may not realize it, but one of the best cryptic crossword writers in the country is JMSR, and he is in. Oh yeah, JM, nice. I got to keep an eye on the chat box. Yes. Is this the FBS football bowl? Eh, something. Yeah, you're probably on it. No, but the like college football playoff started more recently and it's ongoing, unless you're talking about. All right, anyway, it is almost football time. I was just talking to somebody about that today. The Chicago Bears were so outrageously exciting last year. After they were like 2 years ago, the Bears found another horrible way to like turn a win into like a tie score, overtime loss, or a like blow leads. 9 weeks in a row, they blew it in a different way every. I mean, I'm talking like a 60-yard Hail Mary at Washington, D.C., because one of their idiot players was too busy taunting the crowd. Need I go on? And then last year, oh my God, last year was. I've been watching the Bears my whole life, and I'm like 2 years older than Luli Gaming. I don't remember such an exciting Bears season, except for the '85 Bears, which of course will never be equal. The Bears were so fun to watch last year. So many great games, so many crazy wins. So many games they barely won. Like if they hadn't completed that pass on fourth down, it would have been over. Blah blah blah. Oh, they rubbed Green Bay's face in it at Soldier Field. Incredible. Wait, sorry, I'm going off into a Bears fantasia here. What are we talking about after? It was the single title game. Are you talking about college football, JM? College foot. I'm sure. I believe you. I don't know what it's called. Exactly. Shrinker. Exactly. I mean, it was like Brett Favre. All right, let's real talk. We're doing a Kiki, y'all. You know what that is? It's like coffee talk. We just had that on a crossword the other day. A Kiki? I had never heard of it. I know, JM, we can agree that Madison rules. I mean, my brother went to UW, love Madison. I used to write for The Onion a little bit between college and law school. I used to go up to Madison for writers' meetings. Yes. So Brett Favre was like, it was insane. Like the guy was like 28-2 against the Bears or whatever. And then Aaron Rodgers was 26-1 against the Bears or whatever. Anyway, Jamaica, it is Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond. Can we talk? Jamaica, I'm getting verklempt. I will give you a suggested topic. The Holy Roman Empire was neither Holy Roman nor an empire. Discuss. Yes. Sphincter, how do you know all that about the Bears? Are you are you a Bears fan? Are you around Chicago? I love that. JM, I love Wisconsin. Don't get me wrong. I mean, my little nephew is up in northern Wisconsin at summer camp. I just wrote that kid a long letter today. And his sister's in northern Minnesota. I mean, everyone in Chicago loves Wisconsin. It's just, the Bears, it's just a religious difference. I mean, the Bears Packers thing will never, we will never meet in the middle. Okay, somebody just said something on here. I got it. Okay, JM, if you know the name of this college football thing, go ahead. I don't. Oh, Sphincter. You said Dub Bears. There is. Oh my God. This is like, I mean, this is as good as a chat box gets. Chat box gets. All right. There was, have I even turned this in? This thing's going to the newspaper. This is, if it's slated, should I be on the stream? Oh, it was already in. All right. A week ago today. This was Thursday, July 23rd, 2026, New York Times Cryptogram. Now entering the chat. You got to love it. All right, let's solve this. Crossword is not going to solve itself. Uniqlo, they make Novak Djokovic's tennis clothing, and Roger Federer's. They gave Roger Federer $300 million for 10 years when he was about to retire. That CEO is a nut. I mean, the guy plays with his kids and he's getting, you get it. All right, so they make sports. Is it togs? Is that what we're calling clothing? They make, probably wrong, but anyway, this could be wrong. This could be like a watercolor, like Paintbrush. Okay, Canada, I will be in you soon, Canada. I want this to be, shoot, Roots, Canada. That's probably not going to be the right answer. Have I stunned the chat box into an appalled silence between my Bears talk and all the rest of it? Anybody? The light's about to turn green. I'm going to drown if I don't get some answers in this thing. All right, well, no sooner did we ask for it. That's probably right. I have no clue what this is. Stella does. Stella knows everything about fashion, but Stella, for God's sake, I don't. Go easy on me. All right, this is got to be this guy. Probably. Or this guy. Or dare we say this guy? Really, even when we know what she's talking about, we don't know the answer. That is not cool, Stella. BCS, the Bowl Championship Series. I'll take that. Abacuses. Bowl Championship Series. Yeah, like when they turned the Rose Bowl into, yeah, before the, okay, that's legit. I like that. The problem is, I don't know if either of these is right. Maybe we get all the questionable stuff out of there. Take one more quick look at these. Don't have it. Be like windable. Is it ABLE? Is this a B? No. All right. This with another couple letters, we should be able to figure that one out, but we don't know it yet. Oh, we haven't even seen all the clues. Is this Carthage? Is this Dido? Is this this? Oh, this was, why did I feel like this was, oh, this could be this, because they make clothing. This is like a Spain thing. Well, what's with the for short of that? All right, let's go down here, work our way back up. What was this, Jerry Maguire? Jerry McConnell is 9 letters, right? So what is this in 8 letters? Jerry, is he in that movie? I never saw it. Could be. Let's find out. Oh, it's O'Connell. That. Oh yeah, yeah. That's that because this is this. Got to be Elliot Page. Got it. It just has to be, as Giles said in the Buffy episode The Wish, one of the great TV episodes I've ever seen. Deal with a cancellation. Where are you, Jamaica? There was Jamaica Jeffries, I love your style. Also, check out Jamaica's stream and check out, I mean, everybody here streams. JMSR, awesome cryptic clues on his stream. Jamaica Jeffries, the guy's just all around hilarious. Clearly, Luli Gaming, with her huge following, is a good watch. I mean, people who left here earlier, Jesus, we really have had a lot of chatters in here tonight. Blushing in the Sky, gotta watch Blushing screen. Blushing with that like laid back Texas drawl. Don't let that fool you. Blushing is like a really good solver. I mean, Frisco was here. That guy's incredible. LeBron Swanson, all these like speed solvers have been blowing through this place. This is a good night in the chat box. Strawberry Styles, really good. Everybody, my God, now I don't want to like omit anyone's name. Eliana was here to kick off the top. It's always a good sign when I can't scroll to the top of the show because there were so many people chatting. Feat of engineering is like a computer science degree, some sort of degree with this question mark. Could be like electrical engineering. It could be like a BS degree. I like the S. One you do lines with, a scene partner, y'all. Of course it is. Fellow in the Boromir. We were on the right track. We were on the path to Mount Doom. Where is it? Mordor. You don't just walk into Mordor, y'all. Right. This is Mr. Met. The war between the Zionist. No clue again. You don't just walk into more doors. That would be a terrible idea. A trace of dynamite. Trace could be right. This AIPAC. The American Israeli Political Action Committee, is that what that is? Something like that. Inclined to take from the people, not democratic. Populi. Oh, kleptocratic, like steal, not take an idea from them, like take their money. Good thing none of us lives in a country where that sort of thing happens. I mean, they would never like give away our national parks as like party favors to dipshits in this country, would they? Watch your newspaper. That'll probably start happening in the next couple of weeks. Progress checkers are. Don't know. Something. I feel like this is probably right. The funny thing is, this is the word cable and it's like wire, but it's like stretchable or whatever. Comprehensive. Is this, I don't think that's that, is it? Not like A to Z. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Zip it, y'all. Not one of my specialties. Ductile, tactile. Honda Civic was right. Passover, y'all. Kicking it Old Testament style right now. Bond of the past is serotonin, apparently. No clue. Oh my God, we're closing in on 2 hours. All right, we're gonna have to make this the last puzzle. I was not trying to stream for that long, but it's all good. It's the last one for a week. Dalton, JM, are you bragging about what fancy high school you went to? All right, I don't even see where you're looking. Where's Dalton? I really wanted it to be some sort of books. Fractile, erectile, I don't know. Progress checkers are, oh, this could be like a football, like they stop you from progressing like a defensive back. Not sure. Oh man, I want this to be Pyrrhic victory, and it just is not. What is this Canadian fashion? That St. Pete, we just saw this in a crossword. Well done. Yeah, there's a Salvador Dali Museum in St. Petersburg, Florida. That's so weird. All right, anyway, tractile, maybe? What? Not married to that. What's this? What's this? This? Is this a word? And if it is it the right word? And what's this? No clue. These letters I think are good, and I still have no idea what this is. Oh, they check your progress. They're not checking on it, they're preventing it. All right, so this is A. Someone's going to say this before me. Don't have it. It's tough. Tough. Rentable, readable. Deal with a cancellation of rebates. Maybe not so much. This. That's that. This is good. What on earth? Stella, for Christ's sake, you're crushing me. Rebook, definitely good. Definitely good. Look at you blushing and Luli right at the same time. Good for you. Soot sprites, is that a sure? What is this? These knights, KT, is that an abbreviation for knights apparently? Yeah, soot sprites sounds legit. I mean, maybe that's like when you open the flue of your chimney and the soot like blows around or whatever. It's probably a thing. Okay, on we go. Look, we're almost half done. The war between the Tates. Hands a ticket to sites. Oh, did I get a nice love note from the Indiana Highway Department today? I was hauling down to the National Puzzlers League convention in Indiana. Happily, it was a mere warning. They got me at 74, and I was like, oh, you guys are adorable. You think 74 was, get it. What you might shout in a rout. Retreat, not a sport route, like you're about to die route. Fantasy puffs. All right, Luli Gaming, you've got an interesting knowledge base. Late Euphoria actor, Ed Asner, Eric Idle, like those guys just, Eric, no. Studio Ghibli, people tell me like, I mean, I know like, I mean, to me, there are two kinds of anime. You got your Sailor Moon and you have the rest of anime. That's what I know about. Words from witnesses are attestations. That, this, I don't know, but other people here probably do. Let's go crazy and go for like, gotta hit a, knock it in from half court. Scouting mission. The something. Unless this is something weird. Game of Bones. What is this? Cranium, crash. Oh no, bones could be dice. Craps, of course. Spice, seasonal food. It's spice, sure. Eric Bana, did he die? Which Eric died? Did Eric Bana die? He might have. Am I imagining that? Did Eric Bana die? The guy that played the Hulk. This is a Eric Dana. Eric, Eric Dane. Nice. Luli Gaming, you might be the invaluable Gen Z. You might be filling an important void, although we do have younger, like we do have like Gen Z here, but the stuff that you know about and the stuff that I know about are not congruent. I'll say, I'm sure you know about plenty of things that I do, but like, I cannot tell you the first thing about like Studio Ghibli. Although, what is it like? Is it like Kiki's Delivery Service or something? Anyway, this is a duo on The Amazing Race. Tax back in the day is, don't have it. No clue what this is. Utterly no clue. I wouldn't know it if I saw the answer. So Raphael is to that, is as Leonardo is to, no clue. What happens? Events happen. Is this the posse? Not fancy in the least. This could be the roost. It could be the roast. Katana. Excellent. That is the weapon of Ninja Turtle Leonardo. That's a sword, is it not? The toast, the roast. What is this? Tax back in the day? I feel as though this is like a singer, like a bard. And anyway, this is not. How about the toast? Is this, could that be tax? Let's leave this here and remember that it might be wrong. I mean, this just sounds like the name of a podcast. Anyway, holiday with that is Tet. I just know that Tet is a holiday. Keepers, success, save. A goalkeeper saves shot from going in. Not fancy in the least. Fancy is a verb. If you don't fancy something, you detest that thing. Tried to trick a defender. Deked. Oat eaters in song. Mares, horses. Emulate Larry King in a way. When you died? Shouldn't say that. I met him, Larry King, in a fun moment meeting that guy, Larry Zeiger, until like 5 minutes before his first radio show in Miami. And the like producer guy was like, "What are you going to call yourself?" And he's like, "Well, I'm Larry Zeiger." He's like, "You can't do that." There was apparently like a phone book open to like King's Finer Foods or whatever. And he's like, What, King? Okay, you're Larry King. It happened, or supposedly it did. All right, so this is. Don't know. Bond of the past. JM, or did somebody say this? I feel like I saw somebody throw out an idea for that. Am I imagining that? Anyway, I don't know what this is. Subs for subs. All right, these letters, CT scan. Control Alt Delete. What is this? No idea. And I don't know this either, sadly. Or this. Is there some medical test named an APGAR? No. All right, small but possibly mighty amount. Trace element, I believe, is a thing. Let's go with that. Head. Melon, is that what they would call your head? I think. C team. Oh, the B team are the subs, and the C team is the subs for subs. Got it. Okay. Have you noted, by the way, how really good this crossword is? That is what Stella does. She writes great crosswords. Is this Series E? It is, because when they issue bonds like United States savings bonds, they are issued in series. Series E. I tell you what, I bet you've never seen this in a crossword. I certainly have not. But anyway, all right. Aslam, is that the name of a doctor? Osley, emulate Larry King, re-wed. My man got married like 9 times. And Elizabeth Taylor also got married 9 times. Surprisingly, not to each other. I mean, they were both running out of people. That's the way it played out. Eco-friendly goal, no waste. Candy that can be used as edible straws. Pixie sticks, red vines, perhaps. Those things are gross. Fight me, bro. I cannot. Ugh. What's the other name? Isn't there like a brand of red vines that's like similar to them? Absolutely not for me. Don't have it. Canva creation. I don't know what that is or who that is. Don't have that either. This might be wrong. Get that out of there. Guess, an 80s clothing brand. An alternative could be Esprit, another 80s clothing brand. That actually could be right. I don't want it. Don't know. This is starting to look right. It's not. Is that a V? Get excited, rev up. Squabble, a spat. Stir, I don't know if I like that for squabble. Helix spot. I mean, we're talking about like a DNA, RNA situation. Hey, your eye, I don't think is going to work. I'm not sure. For one, about this, would this work? It's $20 a piece. It's $20 for one. I think that works. Is there a helix in your ear? Maybe. Squabble, it's got to be a spat, doesn't it? Now I want this to be like TiVo's. This is this, then what's this? Disorderly, random. It is not in any order, so it's disorderly. Spar, yes, yes. Blushing in the sky. As usual. Yep, yep, yep. You got it. All right. What on earth? Coco Nino, is that like piñas? Pineapple, coconut, drinks, pina colada type deal. Yeah. Get excited. Revel. But should be an A, shouldn't it? Sure. Place for some propagation jars, like a windowsill. We're propagating something. This is clearly this. Canva. That's probably like a canvas. That's probably like an art creation like website or something. I coolant. I couldn't. This is clearly this. I mean, this is clearly this. I am not wild about this, but sure, why not? And then what else have we not looked at yet? NDA. Bug bounty doc. 3 words I never thought I would see in that order. Yes, Luli, you are correct. Luli, you are doing very well, may I say. You are definitely filling in some gaps here. I like that. All right. This is an eraser. Maybe they don't make paint. Maybe they just make like pencils and like, pens and erasers. I was thinking crayon, but maybe they don't even make crayons. This is Tractile. I want it to be Tractile. Tasted Victory. Boom, we did it, y'all. Look to your lower right. Look to your sins. What did she say? Melisandre. Look to your sins, Lord Renly, for the night is dark and full of terrors. Well, Stella, you almost crushed me in front of all these people. But you know what? I was merely Boromir. I brought the fellowship with me, with all these smart people here. You were never, Stella, you never had a chance. No, that was a great puzzle. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, everybody. Man, look at all the great puzzles we did tonight. Todd McClary, thank you for the unthemely. That thing was so good. I mean, it's redundant to keep saying how good these people are. These are the best crossword makers in the land. And I'm so lucky to be like immersed in this crossword world. And I know like nearly all these people, and they're great people too. I mean, you gotta love it. Cameron Austin Collins, great New Yorker puzzle. Thank you, Cameron. Did we get to Brendan Quigley? I don't think we did. Or did we? I don't think we did Brendan's new one. We'll get to Brendan in a week. This is my last stream for a week. I am going to Toronto on Saturday, returning probably Wednesday night. So I don't know, maybe next Thursday or Friday, depending on things go. I don't even remember what's on my calendar for that time. Anyway, we have semi kind of sort of caught up on things. Stella, excellent. Did we do a Croce? I'm losing it. I'm fading away. I don't even remember clearly if we did a Tim Croce. If we did, thanks, Tim, for the puzzle. Maybe we just talked about it. Bosswords, we didn't get to them. Thank you, Ben Bass and Beyond, for the #1 mini themed 5X mini. Thank you. No, thank you all for solving my puzzle. That thing's been sitting around here for 5 years and we've never solved my little tennis puzzle on the stream, and y'all did great. And thank you, whoever wrote that New York Times. We started with a Monday, I forget who wrote that. Don't know, don't care, it doesn't matter. All right, what have we learned? Nothing. It's Thursday night, 10 o'clock Chicago time. Streaming for over 2 hours, not what I meant to do, but it's fine. Amazing chat box tonight. We had an amazing show thanks to Sid on Tuesday. If you haven't seen the video on demand of our show last Tuesday night, you got to check it out. Sid Shivakumar wrote a really fun Only Connect set. I had an absolute murderer's row in here of like puzzle and trivia stars. They did so well, even though the material was super tough. A lot of fun. It was funny too. Some first-time players. We got a good trivia thing going. We've been doing that lately. We'll do more of that. What is coming up on this stream? Well, after I come back into town a week from now. Paulo Pasco has an Only Connect set ready to go. Todd McClary has a new puzzle called Knowledge Base. Bill Wyman has an incredible new book out that I want to throw in the chat one more time. You've got to check out this guy's book. And not just because he's my friend. Like I was a fan of Bill's writing for years about pop music at the Chicago Reader before we ever became friends. And anyway, click that link and check it out. Bill writes these incredible like mega listicles ranking like the Beatles songs, all 137 of them from best to worst. And people go nuts and get mad, but like his writing is so funny, super knowing. You learn a ton about the band and the music, whatever. He's a great writer. He's just published all of his lists in that book. And when I come back in town, we're going to do a whole show with Bill. The guy is a walking encyclopedia, and like the guy's got a billion stories. He's been everywhere interviewing and with rock star people. Bill is, and also just an incredible character. We will play Todd McClary's new game, Knowledge Base. It's like a trivia, like themed trivia wordplay kind of game. I cannot wait to play it. He described it. I'm not doing a good job of describing it, but it sounds amazing. Who else? Kel Pogue has a whole Only Connect about movies. He has another general one. Our friend Kiara has a music quiz she wants to do. David Dixon, he wrote one of the best music trivia sets I've ever seen last year. He's got that one, and he's got a new one. I'm telling you, we are stacking people who want to run games on this thing faster than we're getting to them. But when I come back in town, I will be in town for a month, 5 weeks, and then I'm going to Japan. During the month that I'm home, I will try to step up the pace and get more of the people on here. This is incredible. I'm super, super spoiled. Like, for lack of other people streaming games, this is turning into like the game show now, but in a good way. So much fun. And we have such awesome people who watch the stream that it's like it's always a good time. All right, sorry, the long goodbye was not a movie. But hey, I'm getting my money's worth, y'all. I'm not going to stream for a week. Look forward to seeing all of you upon my return. I'll bring you all some maple leaves, maybe some syrup, maybe some poutine, or at least like a Tim Hortons donut. All right, that's all I know about Canada. Thank you for joining me once and for all. Appreciate you all. Enjoy the weekend. A GG, everybody. Aspen Fairlight, first time chatter. Well, at least you got to say hi. Aspen, well, if you want to see the puzzle, we just did a bunch of puzzles, but as you know, this thing will turn into VOD in mere seconds. I remember Aspen, and thank you for the follow. I got an email about that. Yes, we do goodbye to you all. Yes, Luli Gaming, Aspen. I urge y'all to check out, like, everybody in the chat's a good streamer. Happy to see you as well. Aspen, we will have more time in the future to yak about puzzles or about whatever. Aspen, I keep saying it to people. Aspen, check out the VOD of the game night we ran on Tuesday. That was a really good one. You might enjoy that. If you like New York Times Connections, then you'll see we play the British quiz show Only Connect where that came from. Anyway, all right. Yes, my goodbyes take as long as my hellos. They take a while. But yep, we'll be back at it. Aspen, all these people are on you in the chat besides Lulu. You can watch Blushing in the Sky do puzzles, JMSR. If you run this thing back, you can see like LeBron Swanson, Jamaica Jeffries. Half the people in here were like puzzle streamers tonight. So take your pick. All right. For the 7th and last time, thank you all for joining me. I will see you a week from now. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you then.